Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Got my nails done yesterday. Much better. Hi, Jeanette. Ole, mi amor. Okay, I think I was singing that to Mana. Oh my God, remember Mana? Oye, mi amor. Oh goodness. Guys, I only speak English and Spanish and some Hebrew. When you start speaking other languages to me, it's not that I don't like to expand my horizons. It's just I legit don't understand you. Good morning. Jeanette, we need to... No me digas que no. Oh my God, you know that song? Oye, mi amor. No me digas que no. Oh my God, that song is so old. I don't even know why that was in my head. For those of you who don't know, Maná is like a Spanish band, but like, I don't know what kind, but I don't even know why I know them, to be honest. Jeanette, we need to go out. We need to do like something. We need to do something. Anyway, we're talking about silent pain today. The kind of pain that you have to keep inside that you can't tell anyone. You can't share with anyone. You just have to be silently dying inside. ¿Cómo estás, amor? Todo está bien. So, all right. So much to talk to you about. So, oh, really, Knox? Right now? Knox, come here. Knox. Sorry, guys. We got a dog problem. Knox. Fuck. Hold on. What's the matter, Poppy? You need to go out? You want to go out? No, it's you go now. Fucking ring the bell. Who the fuck is in front of my mouth? Okay. Listen, I am so ghetto. Now y'all heard the way I really talk to my dog. That is so funny. Okay. We're going to talk about silent pain. Okay? Because it is real. And there are a lot of people who have written me letters about situations that they have gotten themselves into that they are suffering in silence because people won't accept their decisions. People won't support them. I'm not talking about silent pain like fibromyalgia. I know that's a different thing. I'm talking about silent pain. For example, I have a friend who had an emotional affair with somebody that she met through work. And it went on for a while, and then it was time for it to end. And I'm paraphrasing a lot. I'm condensing a lot of story into a very short amount of time. But when it was time for it to end, she did not have anybody that she could talk to. So she was in mourning of this relationship alone. Now, some of you are going to be like, oh, well, an affair's on her. But we're not here to judge anybody. We're here to talk about the root of the problem, and the problem is silent pain. When you have to heal from something that you can't discuss with people, when you have to heal from something and go on about your day pretending that you're fine, pretending that everything's okay, it can be crippling to people. It is like having a, what is that thing called you put in your, a contact lens. It's like a contact lens of foggy pain over your brain all day, every day. And you go through your life, but you're going through the motions, and people are talking to you and nobody knows you're hurting, and people want to go out, and you're dealing with your kids and you're whatever, going to Starbucks, and everybody's just, hey, how are you? What's going on? You want to go get whatever? And inside you have this contact lens of foggy pain, this distracting, foggy sadness over your brain. And you are inside suffering so bad, and you cannot talk to anyone about it. I have another girlfriend who's in an abusive marriage and cannot leave because she has 2 children, okay? Her kids are in like 6th and 8th grade, and she found out she was pregnant, okay? Now, I know you're asking, why would she have sex with someone that's abusing her? That's a whole other coffee talk, okay? But she called me to tell me, my eyes are watering so bad. She called me to tell me that she chose to get an abortion. Soon as she saw positive on the pregnancy test, she chose to get an abortion because she could not raise another child with this man. That her older 2 were almost to the age where they could make a choice for where they wanted to go and what they wanted to do, and a baby would just tie her to this man for another 15 years, and she couldn't do it. I said, sis, whatever you need to do. And she was like, I cannot tell anybody. He will kill me. I get it. This woman suffered in silence for so long that, like, she said it felt like she was walking around screaming inside, but nobody could hear her. It is excruciating for people who have to suffer in silence. So why do I bring this up? I bring this up because I believe that there are more people than not who make decisions in their life that they know the people in their support system won't support. And they feel like nobody will understand them. They feel like people will judge them. They feel like I brought it on myself, so why would anybody understand me or support me? It's so easy to look at someone and say something like, well, you made the decision, you made your bed, now lie in it. That is not, I don't think that is the right way to treat the human connection. A lot of times, because the truth is we all experience loss, we all experience shame, we all experience disappointment, and none of us are above making decisions that we wouldn't necessarily make depending on the situation, right? But to anybody who is suffering in silence, I want you to understand something. There is nothing so shameful you could do short of killing someone and eating them like Jeffrey Dahmer. And I'm sorry, but I just cannot find it in my heart to deal with Jeffrey Dahmers. There is nothing no decision you could make where I would stop loving you. And I feel like if I have the human capacity to love you, then God has a capacity times infinite to love you. I understand that me living in Birmingham and not knowing you in your real life feels like, well, that doesn't help me, Jamie, because I'm suffering in silence here in Minneapolis and you're in Birmingham and I don't know you. And I understand that. But I will tell you that I have suffered in silence, especially since doing Coffee Talk, because I feel such a tremendous amount of pressure to be there for everybody else. So a lot of times I have to keep things inside. And I will tell you that sometimes suffering in silence is so fucking gut-wrenching, brutally hard that you become so covered in shame and so buried in your own secrets that it's emotionally exhausting. You literally just become so emotionally exhausted that like you go through the motions and you're just like, fuck. And days become weeks and weeks become months and you just want to, and it isn't depression. It's an isolated situation, you know? So what can we do about it? What can we do about it? Because we all acknowledge that suffering in silence is not the way to go. And that shame, right, breeds secrecy, and secrecy breeds shame. And the more we stay shameful, the more we believe our situation is isolated, right? It must only be me. I must be the only person who's made this decision. When, you know, shame is like HPV. 1 out of 3 women have it. That I could tell you right now. So when you're suffering in silence and you're looking around at the women in your circle going, I can't talk to anybody, I'm alone in this shit. 1 out of 3 women you're looking at is also suffering in silence about something. It may not be an affair. It may not be an abortion. It may not be whatever, but it could be an issue with her kid. It could be something with her man. Her husband did something dirty. You don't know because she's not talking about it. And the problem is, as women, we don't talk about it because we have to keep going and we have to be whatever. Society has created an environment where only men make mistakes and only men fuck up and only men cheat. But that shit is not true. Women make mistakes. Women do things they regret. Women get involved in emotional affairs. Shit, women like sex too. Women get involved in sexual affairs. Whatever it is, we lose money. We have addiction. We have gambling problems. Right? So, but nobody ever talks about it when it's women. So most of us suffer in silence. We don't even want to acknowledge the pain, let alone talk about it. And that's like crazy to me. Because the truth is, there's a few bad eggs. You know, if I say to somebody like, man, I'm sad, like I feel like this is a struggle for me, starting a new business, being away from the kids, you'll always get one that's like, well, this on you. You choose to have this career. You choose to whatever. This is all on you. Like, really, sis? Thank you, Captain Obvious. Why don't you tell me some shit I don't know? Right? Because what you said isn't helpful and mad passive aggressive and could probably get you beat up. If I'm keeping it 100, right? But I feel like there are more people in your circle than you realize that would look at you and go, you know, if it's helpful to you, Jamie, when I first went back to work and I just had a 9 to 5, I wasn't even traveling. I felt so much guilt leaving my children. You did? Yes, I did. Okay. Can we talk about that? Because the problem is we're afraid to say anything to anybody because they bank that shit. They put it in their pocket. They want to hold it. Oh, you had an affair. Oh, you did this. Oh, you feel guilty. Oh, you whatever. And they hold it in their pocket so they can bring it back to you and use it against you. Nah, you better not try that shit with me. Real talk. You cannot try that with me. If you try to use something from my past against me, I'm going to use my present to whoop your ass. That's how I feel about that. I'm just not here for it. I have enough. I'm carrying enough bags of shame and enough bad decisions in my life. I do not need somebody with loose lips coming back to me using my mistakes against me. No, sir-ree, Bob. And I don't care. I said what I said. So, how can we be better? We can be better by acknowledging people's sadness and their shame as real and not using God to try to wipe it away. Okay? I love the Lord and you know I do, but the Lord is not enough. Jamie, how could you? Yeah, I said what I said. Okay? The Lord is not enough. You need modern medicine. You need friends. You need conversation. You need outlets. You need exercise. You need whatever. Y'all cannot play me on the God is the way, the only way, the light, the truth, the Tylenol, the aspirin, the depression medicine, the exercise, no. Don't even put that on God. No. So you can have God, and I hope that you do, but we got to stop telling everybody like God is it. No. God is not it. He's part of it. I got people over here trying to pray themselves through abusive marriages and shit. No, we need steps. We need action. Okay? That's what we need. What I need from you is understanding. Okay? Those women did not put themselves in those outfits and make that video for you to be like, I don't need anything but God. No. Don't piss off Candy now. So, I think everybody needs I think when you get into a situation where you know that you're going to have to suffer in silence, yes, he's the only way to salvation, but he's not the only way to navigate this planet. Because no. I think everybody needs yes, Meg, God created community. Absolutely. So this is what I'm trying to get to. I'm not that eloquent. What I think we need is when we hit that shameful space where we know that we are suffering inside, we need one person that we can say, listen, I am going to have to lean on you to get through this. And it is going to be difficult for both of us. Are you in a space that is emotionally strong enough to help me get through this? Because I can't do it alone and I can't talk to other people. So you need to check in with your buddy. Like, hey buddy, how are you feeling right now? Are you mentally strong enough to help me get through this right now? And if your buddy's like, yes, then you need to text, you need to FaceTime, you need to whatever. And you need one person who can be that sounding board for you. Because the suffering in silence alone, that shit is too hard. And I'm strong. I'm strong. But I can't do it by myself. I just can't. And sometimes it can't be Michael. And not for nothing, but Michael's not really good at that. He's just not. And he doesn't want to be that person. Michael doesn't want it. He doesn't. And I respect that. You know what? I love it for you. Thank you for being honest with me. I don't really want to be this person. Great. I will find somebody else. So anyway, I love you guys. I'm talking to you about this because I feel like there's a lot of us who suffer with things internally, silently. We can't let our kids see us in pain. We can't let our spouses see us in pain. Maybe we made decisions we're not proud of, and here we are. We got to get through it. And we have enough shame and disappointment in ourselves. Fuck, why did I I have no one to blame but myself. I'm in this situation because of me. That doesn't mean you deserve to suffer. So you know what? That cracks. We convince ourselves if we did something wrong, we deserve to just stew in it, suffer in it. No, take the lesson, but we got to be able to go on. I don't want anybody to suffer. I don't want anybody to suffer. I don't want anybody in pain. I don't want anybody to walk around with that foggy brain. No, I don't like that for anybody. It breaks my heart. I've been there. I know what it feels like, and it sucks. Oh, it's the worst. It is. Oh, Roger, I love you today, Roger. Look at you with the reach around. Roger, I like it. I like it. I love you guys very much. I love you. I pray for you. I worry about you. I think about you. Megan said, I'm sharing this. Everyone needs to hear this. Well, that is very nice, Megan. I appreciate this. A longer coffee talk, girl. If I keep talking, this is about to be a documentary. All right. I love you guys so much. Have a great, great day.